And I've seen this come up. Today's actually Sunday when we record, so what better time to talk about turnips? And for those of you who, probably not played Animal Crossing very much, Sundays is a special event. So Daisy May, every Sunday, comes to your town. She stays until noontime, and she basically has a little cart that she brings around, and she sells turnips. Now, the price of these turnips is totally up in the air. Like mine today was 90, which is pretty
Yeah, that's
good, I
pretty.
feel.
You can get, I think, in the 60s is the lowest I've ever
Oh,
seen.
okay.
Yeah, so you can get pretty low.
So I spent about 90,000 today on turnips. Um, and basically, from Sunday to Sunday is your window to sell them. If you don't sell them, they rot. They're no good.
Sunday to
Uh,
Saturday. Sunday to
Sunday to
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, yeah. Don't don't
Yeah.
wait till next Sunday.
Mm-mm.
But the thing about it is, it's a gamble because every single day you go to Nook's Cranny, and in your town there's different prices.
Two times a day
So
too.
2 times a day.
The prices change. So you have from when the store opens till noon is one price, and then from noon till they
Oh,
close is another price.
okay. So it's a gamble. I mean,
Mm.
I bought them today at 90, but who knows? I mean, I could wait too long and then I take a loss. So it's a great way to make money. We've all heard about Tarantula Island and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like this. Make sure you have money on Sunday. But I wanted to ask you, Bobby, what's the best way to take advantage of this? Because it's a big risk.
Okay, so here's the thing. We need to tell people this. Don't dive in full bore right away. You should dabble. This is very similar. What they call it the stock market. It's very much like the stock markets, where you want to buy low and sell high. That's what the whole play is on this thing, and it's a risk. Like because there's times where like you buy it at like 90 and then it gets up to like 140 and you go, you know what, I'm going to wait because it might go to 160, 170, and then it starts going down and it never recovers. And but when I
Hmm.
say it goes down, it goes to like less than what you paid and it never
Hmm.
bounces back. So don't sell or don't buy more than you're willing to lose. Like you got to keep that in mind. So if you're a new player, don't dive in. Like just kind of take your time with it. But
My first time I bought 10 turnips
okay,
just to see,
okay.
where it went.
I bought 350,000 turnips. 350,000 bells worth of turnips this week.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Like I went insane right
What was
now.
your price today?
98.
Okay.
Mine was 98, so I went 350,000. Last week I bought them at 105 and I sold them for 369.
Wow.
So what you have to do, the easiest way, if you really are serious that you want to try to give this a serious, honest go, your best bet is to get involved in a Facebook group, uh, follow some Twitter accounts that that you're friends with, get a group of friends together. We have the Discord channel, which is fantastic. Every single morning, you wake up to, hey, my turnip prices are this, and then if they're high price, people will open the gates up and let you come in and sell your turnips in their prop in their town. There is a gentleman's agreement that if you go in to most places, if they have high prices, they open their gates to you. That you should give that person that's opened their gates 10% of what you've sold, what you
Okay.
the profit you've made. Some people put a max, like I want 10% up to 100,000 or ninety nine
Hmm.
thousand, no more than 99,000. So if you get really lucky and you sell a boatload of them, then you drop 99,000 bells, done, good to go.
Hmm.
And some people will put that per trip because some people buy so many, like me, where it might take me 2 trips in order to sell everything that I bought. So you
Okay.
go like, okay, you come in this time, it's 99K or 10% up to 99K. You could come in the second time, 10% up to 99K. Like
Hmm.
they'll do that type of thing. Like they'll break it off into two segments.
Now
So
today, if you would have come into my town, could you have bought mine for 90?
yes, that's the other thing they
Okay.
do. That's the other thing they do, where they list the prices of what they're being sold at, and it gives
Hmm.
people the opportunity to come in and buy them at a low price and then go away. This is something that Nintendo has done since the GameCube era. Um, the difference is when the internet got involved, it took on a different dynamic, and it really brings on the community aspect with this game. of like
You can
people.
make serious money.
You can make serious money. There's people pulling millions of bells. When I tell you,
Yeah.
so I tell this story. It's kind of funny. Back when I had this guy on Breaking Bells, right? His name's Jeffrey Mahomey. So the first time I met Jeff, he was 15 years old. We were playing City Folk together, and Jeff comes to me one day. He's like, Bobby, I got this idea, and he's like, we're going to do something. I'm like, okay, what's that? He goes, come to my town, and I show up in his town, and this kid has turnips all over the ground, and I'm like, Jeff? What are you doing, dude? He's like, I need you to start picking these up and taking them back to your town. And I'm like, okay. And it literally took me 2 hours to pick up
Jeez.
every turnip that he bought. And I also left money behind as well. Picked up
Yeah.
all the turnips, went back to back to my town, dropped all the turnips off. Then he starts time traveling. And he starts time traveling to find the best price.
Yep.
So we bought them at like 60, 70 bells a piece. We sold them at like 600 bells.
Wow.
We walked away each with like 30 million bells. And it was like,
Damn.
it broke City Folk for us. Because it was like, this is just craziness. We never had to worry about anything. Like, we were just throwing money at everything. Go in, buy the stores out. We had all the Gracie Grace furniture. Like, it was crazy. But it can get to that level. Like, you can really, like, I think Joey Splats this past week, made like 1.3 million bells on it.
Yeah.
And I think he's doubling down this week and going really heavy this week. And I got a really good taste of it this week. The problem is you have to check 2 times a day. And in my situation, I'm working, so I only get one shot, and that's at night to do this. I'm gambling this week by doing 350,000 bells, but I'm fairly confident that I will be able to recover that money by somebody. I just have to pay attention. I just have to be on top of it this week. And that's where, like, at the start of this conversation where I said, like, you got to be sure, you got to be on top of this. Because, man, you could lose money quick. And, by the way, if you don't sell them, you'll lose it all. Because they rot.
Yeah.
When Sunday hits, they are rotten. And you're done.
I would check if you just type in like Turnip Animal Crossing on Twitter, you'll see like all the top results. People are always posting it. I think if you're not going to use a community tool like Discord or like Twitter, it's very risky.
Yeah.
But if you're buying it at like 60, 70, it's pretty safe, I feel like. There's at least one day where it's like you're going to make money.
Yeah.
But my first week, I bought 10 turnips just to see how it would go. And I made a bunch of money. Well, as much as I can make on 10. But this week I went heavier. I'll probably go heavy, seriously, like for the rest. It's just having that money on Sunday is like the real thing. And my loan, my 1.2 loan just started. So I'm going to pay that off.
2.4, I haven't touched it.